Okay, I watched chapter 5 of Make Your Mark, and this is what I think about it. I will divide this video into two separate categories, characters and plot. And I'm gonna start with characters. Zip remains my favorite character out of main 5. She is a sporty pony, though not exactly an athlete like Rainbow Dash. She is smart, has detective skills, and enjoys reading fantasy novels. She is very reserved, and she is the only one besides Sunny who tries to find more information on Opoline, equestrian history, and how to defeat Opoline. Her sister Pip has probably the most memorable moments, not just in this chapter but in the show in general. She feels more like a central character than Sunny Star Scout. My favorite moment with her was in the second episode when she was trying to battle her phone addiction. Sometimes I tell myself not to use my phone, but then my arm involuntarily reaches to my phone to check new notifications and stuff. Pip's struggles are totally relatable. Unfortunately, she didn't have any memorable songs this time. Chapter 1 had Gonna Be Okay, Chapter 2 had Where'd It Go, Chapter 4 had Fresh, but here we got nothing at all. Under one of my videos criticizing Make Your Mark, I received this comment. And I think I absolutely agree with this take. Sunny Star Scout is not growing as a character, as a main protagonist. Twilight Sparkle started as just a unicorn, Celestia's apprentice and a brilliant student. She worked really hard to become an Alicorn princess first and the ruler of Equestria eventually. She finished Star Swirl's spell, she saved Equestria. Like a true prince of friendship, she changed the hearts of so many ponies. In a way, friendship as magic was her personal journey. Sunny became an Alicorn at the end of the movie. She achieved her goal before the show even started. She united all pony tribes. The main conflict of Make Your Mark could potentially be xenophobia. Generational prejudice and hatred cannot be solved just overnight. If we use real-world examples, segregation in the United States ended in the 1960s, but racism and police brutality against black Americans still happen today, even in the most liberal cities. But in Make Your Mark, ponies who were brainwashed since they were children suddenly become absolutely friendly with each other and don't have any problems with each other. Apart from Posey, who just seems to hate everyone, the Earth ponies of Maritime Bay are absolutely fine with Pegasi and unicorns living in their town. Where does Sunny Star Scout supposed to grow as a character? As an Alicorn. Making her an Alicorn was a mistake. It would have worked perfectly if A New Generation was a standalone movie. I'll say it again, A New Generation is a pretty great standalone movie. But in the broader context of G5, her early transformation doesn't work. Imagine if Twilight Sparkle became an Alicorn after she and her friends defeated Nightmare Moon. Would have been bad, obviously. And what does Sunny's status as an Alicorn give her anyway? Pretty much nothing. She didn't become any sort of political or even spiritual leader for ponies. That's the problem with Sunny. She's a main character, but she's got nowhere to grow from where she stands already. Easy Moon Bowl feels like Pinkie Pie from a flea market, unfortunately. I don't like the way Anna Sunny makes her sound. In this chapter it became obvious that Anna Sunny goes for Andrea Liebman 2.0. Kimiko Glenn gave Easy a very unique charm.
Don't tell them you saw me.
There's no way we could! We don't even know your name! She seems nice.
Plus, Kimiko's voice is simply amazing. There weren't any interesting moments with Easy in chapter 5. I usually notice a lot of small details when I watch pony related content. Can't really think of anything remotely remarkable Easy did or said in 6 episodes. Hitch is even worse, so much depends on the voice actor. I have come to realize that Hitch's charisma came exclusively from James Marsden's tone. Marsden made Hitch a very charismatic and memorable character. Without James, Hitch just feels like nobody. No charisma at all and a very boring voice too. Plus he has to take care of Sparky, which means most of the scenes with Hitch also feature Sparky. And we know that Sparky is the worst. Misty is the best new character without a doubt. Moreover, she is the only character with an interesting arc in the show. Literally nothing interesting is going on with main 5, even with Pip and Zip, although I like them very much. An unexpected twist, Alpha Beetle is Misty's dad. Well, I wasn't thrilled by it to say the least, but we'll talk about it in the plot section. The main characters were so uninspiring that highlights of this chapter to me were two secondary characters, namely Beatnik Pony aka Onyx and Just Hooves. Onyx is just a very fun character, probably my favorite character so far. Zip is my favorite main 5 character to clarify. Wish we had at least one episode dedicated to her or any other secondary or background pony. Make Your Mark is too focused on the main 5. Every episode is about the main 5. Remember when we thought these 3 would be new CMCs? Well, no they aren't. Probably writers of the movie teased them as new CMCs, but Gillian Barrow and writers of Make Your Mark were not interested. Now let's talk about the plot. Alpha Beetle turned out to be Misty's daddy. This twist was really bad. It literally came out of nowhere. Would have been much better if Alpha Beetle mentioned that he had a daughter he lost before. Then this twist could work. I suspect writers came up with the idea of making Alpha Beetle Misty's father only when they started writing chapter 5. For better perspective, imagine if Pinkie Pie was an orphan and in episode 23 of the first season she found out that Mayor was her mother and they were separated when Pinkie was a filly. That sounds terrible, right? And this is what happened with Alpha Beetle and Misty here. Hasbro rushed Misty's reunion with her family. I suspect because Hasbro is indeed closing Make Your Mark. I might be wrong, but it totally feels this way. Misty got her cutie marked and 3 episodes later Misty found her dad. It all happens very quickly. Opollune remains a mediocre at best villain. Her evil plan now is to find dragons and to use their energy to conquer Equestria. We still don't know who she really is. The writers are probably saving some big revelation regarding Opollune for the final chapter. I don't think she's just nobody. She's probably someone from G4. I had the theory she was corrupted Flurry Heart, but if we indeed believe Opollune, she is just as old as Celestia and Luna. What if she is Celestia herself, but corrupted by evil magic? She does mention sending ponies to the moon for punishment in the last episode, so it's not entirely impossible. Or maybe she's Starlight Glimmer. Nah, that's too far-fetched. Probably. Anyway, don't see a point in speculating further. We'll see in the next, very possible final chapter titled Secrets of Starlight. Comparing chapter 5 and chapter 4, I must say with all certainty I enjoyed chapter 4 way better. It had some very memorable moments like Masquerade Ball in Zephyr Heights or Bridal Woodstock. It had very memorable songs. Chapter 5 doesn't really have any good songs and the episodes were not that interesting. My favorite one is the last one. I always enjoy almost anything Halloween related, or in the case of Equestria, Nightmare Night related. That's it. I am Equestria guy, and if you watched it till this moment, thank you for watching and see you again on this channel.